Hi, Carol here, and today's case of card, Monday, Carol's case of card, CCC. And I am casing this picture right here on my iPad. Let me just show you, of a little goldfish in a water bowl, in a goldfish bowl. Now, I got the inspiration off the Frugal Crafter, where she did a really cute goldfish swimming around. And I did one that I started, and it looked like a squid with a catfish head. That wasn't happening, so that went in the garbage. Then I did this one and had a spill of, I pinched my watercolors to my watercolor pen and the end popped off and I had water everywhere. But I am going to, this I don't mind because I can clean that up, I think. Enough to put it on a card. So I'm going to clean this off, and I am using what I used to get the goldfish bowl, which doesn't look like it right now, but it will look like a goldfish bowl, was the end of my glass bowl. I just traced this where I keep my foam brushes. And just use what you have around the house, and we will start going. I'm using my watercolor crayons, $2.99 Crayolas. Thank you, Crayola, for creating. They're intense colors. They're creamy, they're thick, they have a nice opaqueness to them. I like them. And I could pop out some good paints over there, but why? They're nice colors. So anyway, I wanted my background in purple, greens, and blues, so I have achieved that. I clipped my 140-pound cardstock onto my clipboard, and so I'm going to be able, I just wanted to see if it was seeping water out through there. I think I'm going to stand for this. I tried sitting, and I just can't get control over it while I'm sitting. I think I need to hover it. And get a good speed eraser. These are awesome. I traced it out with the Inktense pencils, excuse me, and that's what I'm going to go into in a second. I am using the gorgeous Grunge Stampin' Up set right here to pull some of my bubbles. Isn't that awesome? That set has gotten more use out of it than anything. And today I'm going to do some Copic coloring and get into some card making. So that's awesome. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take out, let's see, I was thinking of doing them in black StazOn, but I've changed my mind. So I'm going to spray my ink pad here with some cleaner. Whenever I organize, my mind has to go back in time to see where I put my cleaner. I think I see it right back there. Sorry, let this just fall right there. I should have thought of this, but I may have to use it, so I might as well do it all right now. No, that's the StazOn. Don't you hate that when it's not? Let's get my picture back up. There we are. And there it is. I knew it couldn't be far. And let's spray this. One side has a little raindrops and one is clean. So this is where I'm going to spray right there to clean my stamps. This is Stampin' Up! Cleaner. And I'm going to put it back where I had it because there probably was a reason why I had it over there. And I'll set that aside. And let's get some blues out here. I should have had this ready, shouldn't I have? Alright, here we go. So I'm going to take some Stormy Sky, Chipped Sapphire, Peacock Feathers, and Salty Ocean. That's nice. I kind of like that. Maybe some tumbled glass. We will see. and I am going to start stamping. So I like these little bubbles here, and I will do them in the darker ink just to see how it's going to look before I start doing my goldfish here. So let's start. We have tiny bubbles going up like that, and up here, in here, awesome. Just randomness. I don't think I'll do very many there, but let's go like that with that one. So that was chipped sapphire. And clean that off. I may have to use it again. And let's do some larger blobs there, and we'll use some. I just want to get the look of it for now. There we go. I don't want this falling off. So let's take some Salty Ocean. Salty Ocean is good. And I am looking at, once I start and you can have some coming down, a couple up here, and I always put that little applicator in there. Okay, and then when we get finished, I'll put that one, and on here I want this to be on the top here, so I would do it in the peacock feathers. No, I need that to be chipped sapphire. Fire. Chipped sapphire. Because it is rather thick down in here with the bubbles. And I can always cover up what I don't like there. Because I am going to paint some more. And I don't want it to be, I'm casing it, but it doesn't have to be identical, right? So for now, I kind of see what I'm doing here, kinda, and clean those off. I know later I'll have to use them. Oh, sorry. So let's set that aside, and there we are. So let's start working in the goldfish bowl. I'll add some water, and we'll start with this pretty blue. Now, because this activates with water, it's going to help me here. I want that line, and it comes up like that. Okay, and I want to take some of this up because I want it to be light at the top. There we are. So now it's light at the top. Let's add some more water and get this moving. And let's make our goldfish bowl have an actual line to it. like this blue color. I think that worked out well. Stamping it like that. There we are. At the end, I might do some, just adding some water to move that around. And let's clear a bit of that up. You can shape your paper towel. Forgot to leave that out. Okay, so now I will get into doing a little bit more detail. I will take the brush and start adding the elements I had inside there just for now. It's dragging some of the distress paint, which is nice, and then I'll go back after and add push that out. I need dark, 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 dark around here. I added some purple, and let's come up here. Let's make a detailed line there, and a few coming there. There. And let's zap that and see what happens. Now we'll start on our, that's not exactly where I'm going to keep it there, of course. Sorry, I did not have that zoomed in. But let me grab some, I think I will go with the detailed brush for this. I set that there, and I just bought that detail brush right here. And this is going to be perfect. Let's grab some water, some dark, dark blue. You don't want to press too hard on your detailed brush. Okay. So, remembering that this is going to dry, okay? So you can push some water there. If you don't like it, bring some of it out. And we're going to do those bubbles, don't forget that. There we are. I'm just trying to get some definition on my thing. The rest is going to be bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. And pinching that to push it towards here. And it takes on its own look, of course. And then this is where I'm going to take my paper towel once again. Nice clean one. I'm going to let those dry. That way you get some white pigment. Well, it's not pigment. You get some white lifted up. And I like that. Okay. So, Move that. You can move what you don't like with some added water. I don't want any lines. There we are. There we go. I like that. It's watercolors. So, let's clean this off in your water. Clean this one off. And let's start with our fish. Okay, a goldfish. Orange. Let's go with some orange. I'll add a little bit of red to deepen that orange, and let's start coloring here. That's going to be yellow. Go around his eye. Remembering it lightens. There we are. Okay. Clean up some of this right there. And now here's where I'm going to slap it a bit. Then I'm going to add my Inktense pencils. And let me remind you, it's my version. It's not exact. It's what I see. So don't get discouraged if it's, I'm going to add some yellow Inktense pencil. And when I wet it, it's mostly up in here. Here, here, here. Okay. And I need my little scraper. I know I keep my scraper right here. I guess I could use this Stampin' Up! Scraper. This is good. And see if I can get, if that's pointy enough to get some fins for me. Yes, okay, like it. And that's that Stampin' Up! Wall thing. When I first joined Stampin' Up! They gave it to you. Okay, so here we go. Let's wet that yellow up. Get that orangey out of there. I don't want that. And grab this yellow. See if it brightens up. And it does. Okay. This is where it'll start looking like an actual goldfish. Possibly. Possibly. Okay, while this is wet, I will add squiggling it. I want some movement. Down through here. I'm just making check marks. And it lightens up too, which is nice. Okay, so the top half, let's get our black back out. I will wet that in a second. There we are. Okay, so here's where I am right there. Can you see that? I want to just show you the difference on the fins, the two fins. I'm going to do the bottom in a second, but can you see that? It has that yellow and orange, and it has the actual fins. So now we'll work on the fins going down the bottom. How much time do I have? Let's get moving, Carol. All right, so here's where I want to start adding bright orange. So I have a pen. I have this set here. I think I'm going to grab the Benteng, the orange watercolor brush, just for now. And let's take the center out. And we can start working with the watercolor. Ready? Pushing that out yet? Just want to see. Oh, that's nice and bright. Awesome. Here we go. I'm going to set this here because it's a speedball pen. And I am trying to get, there we are. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Brighten up by the eye. And for some reason, let me just make sure this is running. Yes. Sometimes it gets clogged. I do use these, so it could be empty. Let's try the yellow. I just want to see with me squeezing this if it's coming out. Yes, it is. So I know this one is working. Brighten this fin up. Brighten this fin up. Come down and let's start shooting out color here. Then I'll do the orange. Okay. Okay. It's the orange that's kind of thrown me here, that I need to get a really deep orange. this into here. I think with hitting the dark blue there, it was kind of difficult too, but I'll give it a go. I want to take out this and give the illusion some dark coming into that. I'll use my scraper here and that'll help me. There we go. Now let's add some water and I'll start scraping because I don't have much time, but I did want to show you that you can this is water because I'm going to start scraping to get this purples going in here, just so you know, under the belly where it's darkest. Scrape some of that down. I want some detailing there. There we are. And here we go. Let's grab my scraper. So little check marks. Taking some of that out. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm trying to take some of the marks out